You're simply the best.
Oh,
Down,
better than all the rest.
Come on. Can we start straight away? Brownload want to big up the ultimate strutter, the ultimate. It's the ultimate entrance song. I think simply the best because of Chris Eubank as well. Back in the day when we were kind of watching boxing and all that. That song, the icon, and we don't need another hero.
Yeah. You know what? Though, also, I think Tina Turner was really big for Asians. I don't know why, but being very young, I just remember when Tina Turner was on. My granddad, my grandma, uncles, aunties. It was like I remember her on Top of the Pops, and that's all I remember. Like it was a big Asian moment.
I know why, because her name rhymes with Bina.
Right, and also Dina was quite. Dina is there used to be is a Desi name as well, isn't it?
No, it's because of Tina or Tina.
Yeah, everyone knows a Tina Masi. Everyone's got a Tina auntie. Do you know what I mean? Okay. It's one of them.
But also, this is a little bit dark, right? And I have genuinely thought this. I'm not just saying this because of what you just said. I didn't know you were going to say that you thought Tina Turner was big in the Asian community.
Yeah,
and like my mum knows of Tina Turner, and when Tina Turner's on strutting and dancing, my mum will stop and take it in, right? And never forget, my mum is a full Punjabi speaking, hasn't really, she would not pass a citizen test. My mum would not, but my mum does not know why the world is the way the world is in England. But she knows Tina Turner. She knew Cilla Black. People like that.
Well, this is what I mean. The few people really crossed over.
She knows Tupac and Biggie as well.
No, she don't. That's what I mean. My mum might have met him personally and go, Biggie, Saddam. No, not at all. But I think because also Tina Turner's story was, I'm sorry to say this is horrible, really dark, alcoholic husband. He was abusive. She broke away from that. She stood up for like girl power. She renounced everything. When she walked away from Ike Turner, she said, I don't want anything. I don't want the royalties. I don't want the music. I don't want nothing. Can I just have my name Tina Turner so I can just go on and carry on with my career? Because obviously that was his surname. She was born Anna Mae Bullock, right? And so 83 years old, she passed away. And I think that takes nuts. That takes nuts to kind of go,
yeah.
And I think the secret, a lot of Asian women kind of go, go on, girl. That's the fight that they might want, or they can relate with that story. But legend, and I just thought that track, simply the best, is the best, and we salute you, Tina Turner. There you go, wicked. By the way, I didn't realize when I was looking this up, she's a Sagittarius. She's only born 2 days after me, November 26th. But 1939 she was born.
Wow.
Did that sound like what? 19. Wow. Yeah.
That's, yeah. I mean, she had a good innings.
Yeah,
and she had obviously performed at every possible venue. And talking about performances at every possible venue. Today, because obviously we're recording it on a Monday, which is the bank holiday Monday, and therefore it was the extra day for the IPL final because it was washed out on the actual Sunday. So
was it? I haven't been following this year.
Yeah, there's a lot of rain in Ahmedabad at the Narendra Modi Stadium, so they had to bring it in on the sub day today.
Make it rain.
We got to the halftime, and they were talking about halftime show, and then I saw Divine's post. And I thought, hold a minute, let's put 2 and 2 together here. He's going to be there. So so basically, I think what the IPL and India have done here is actually gone and done right. You know what? We're going to introduce the Desi halftime show.
Oh, okay. Like Beyonce. Actually, can I say Tina Turner did that? Tina Turner did the halftime show.
Has she done it
in 2000? I'm just looking at that now.
Okay.
So, so they're doing the NFL thing. They're doing that with the IPL.
So I feel like because obviously there's a lot of eyes on that. Do you know what I mean? It's becoming a big popular moment now in the sporting calendar.
Yep.
There was the Ahmedabad Stadium has about, was it almost 200,000 people in it? It's one of the biggest stadiums in the world.
I don't think it's that big, is it? 200,000? I don't think it's about 100 and something.
About 100 because Burnabout was 9. It was Burnabout 90. That's one of the biggest.
Wembley's 91, 92. It's way bigger than that.
It's 120, 130. Yeah.
Okay,
so all right.
I'll look it up while you tell us a story.
Okay, fine. So basically, it's a big event, and I think they thought, right, let's do the halftime event where all eyes are on this thing. It's the big, the glitz, the glam, and Divine came on, and with the dancers, and it was brilliant. I mean, for the first one, you know, and I quickly messaged the group because I thought, I don't know who's going to be in to watch it. Satch was on it. You were out. And it was like, it was brilliant. And Divine did his thing. Janita Gandhi came and smashed it as well. He did a little montage of all of it. It was like the Rihanna. I think it was that, wasn't it? Really, it was what we saw at Rihanna NFL. It was the Divine show, and I thought it was brilliant.
And it sounds obvious, but did he do just his songs, or are you saying he's doing like a load of other?
No, just his, like, obviously. So you start off with Mere Gali Mein, and obviously that is a big tune for all us three. I think it's a big moment, and we love that. And then he just goes through all of his tunes from all of his albums and everything. And I thought it was brilliant.
I think more than anything, like we know he's a good performer, and we saw the performance and the whole production and everything. It looked really good. Loads of sort of like lighting and stuff was all on point. But the thing that impressed me the most was the fireworks at the end. Did you see them?
The fireworks.
I mean,
next level.
I have seen fireworks in India, and they're pretty shoddy. These were up there. Like, it looked
really pyro.
This was like kind of, I say, like World Cup football final.
Because they got that
Dubai? Was it Dubai?
Yeah. This was international.
Pataka, man. They know how to do pataka. The Saudis.
I was very impressed by the by the fireworks.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was just I thought it was a big, proud moment for Desis. I really think, you know what, it was, you know, they tried. It was good effort. Divine.
Well,
it's only going to get better.
In the words of Michael Vaughan, he said, the IPL is a monster and it's only gonna get bigger. So you know, like he was referring to like the 100 and all that, meaning like this, they got the money, they got the people, they got the stadium, they've got 132,000 people capacity at
there we go.
Massive. They got 132,000. Incredible. Nah, good on them. Good. I know it's great. By the way, did Janita and Divine perform together, or did they?
Well, no, because you know they got that song.
Mary J. Blige to the
no. So because you know she features on one of his tracks, Siddhartha. So she was up on the balcony. Yeah, that one. So she was on the balcony, and then the camera then zoomed into Divine, who was on the main pitch, and then they had I think what was really interesting was they had this massive projection. So basically, it was they showed it from up above because the graphics on the floor basically worked in sync with how they were dancing and everything. It was quite clever. It was quite clever.
Brilliant. Good. So, no, you know, and look, really, what are we saying? We love big shows where the production is good, and when it kind of makes I suppose our culture, our music, our sport, or whatever, you feel proud of it. You feel like, oh yeah, we're Desi. Look, we're here as a Brownload. We're proud of our Desi.
And I think it's just, you know, I don't think, you know, having been in the media industry, us three, and you know what we've seen and everything, it's very, very hard for Desis to be seen. It really is.
Actually, do you mind? Can I talk about what happened over this weekend then? Because I was hosting Gurdas Masn's concerts, right?
Yes. Hey. Any more sandwich contraptions you come up with?
No, there was no sandwich because at Wembley the catering was further away, and I was so like in the venue, so it was like upstairs, round the back, VIP, and then
got you.
And then I felt like I was too far away from the action. I was doing sound checks and bits and bobs like that. But yeah, I was hosting the concert. But just on that pride level, this is what came to my mind, because I'm hosting Gurdas Masn. It's Wembley Arena. Yeah. Wembley Arena on Bank Holiday weekend in London, right? Fantastic. Absolutely incredible that Gurdas Masn as a Punjabi, he's a folk singer. Let's put it in fair. He's a folk singer, right? He's got loads behind him, and I think still more music in front of him, like big things in front of him, right? So because the guy still got it. Still a magical performer, right?
How old is he now? He's
66.
Oh, he's not that old. I thought he'd hit 70.
Yeah, he's not that old.
Yeah, but then, you know, Challa, Sajna ve Sajna, Apna Punjab hove, you know, Ki Banu Duniya Da. It was like Mamala Gadbar Hai. I mean, there's so many wicked songs.
Did he sing Apna Punjab? Oh, of course he did. I mean, God, I feel Punjabi. When I hear that, I feel so Punjabi. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. By the way, I did go on stage, and I said, but just out of interest, any Gujaratis here? And they were like, hey, about 4 of them in the corner. I was like, what are you doing? I said, you lost. I said,
wrong gig.
Yeah, and
part of that, they've got the annual pass, isn't it, to the Wembley?
I always say, I said, Punjabis love like all the Punjabi people I know love Gujarati food and snacks and stuff. Yeah. Gujaratis like Punjabi. There's a connection. There's an overlap.
There is.
Anyway, that aside, what I'm saying is, I just had a little moment of pride, like you're saying about Divine. Divine, you know, we've been a part of his career from the very, very beginning.
Day one.
we've known from early days as well, right?
Yeah.
And now when I sort of see Gurdas Masn in Wembley on a bank holiday, I'm like, not Tom Jones, no, not some TikToker or YouTubers or I don't know. I'm just saying names that I've heard. KSI, The Beast, Mr. Beast, Logan Paul. None of them. It's Gurdas Masn, Punjabi folk singer, packing out Wembley. It wasn't quite a sellout, but it was pretty close to it. But it was a wicked crowd, wicked night. It was hot, bank holiday weekend. It was just, I just felt very proud. I suppose I was like, yeah, man.
And Wembley was kind of buzzing this weekend with all the football that was happening as well. All the playoffs.
I don't know where Carlisle and Stockport are. You can put them. I'm sorry. You can put them in my head, and you can say, "Where are they?" Point to them on the map. I can't understand a word any of the people from Carlisle. I can hear my tongue.
It sounds like you're singing a song or something.
Bro, I tell you, I exactly.
Maybe they were there for the Gurdas Masn concert. I don't know.
In Punjabi. But yeah, there was all of the and they were just on a full jolly. Those lot shirts off. Everyone in minimal clothing. The sun's out. It was 8.5 degrees. Good. That's suntan weather, and that was they're on it. But there was. Basically, my point is, I had a bit of a buzz. However, can I?
Oh, there's a however.
Here we go. Here's the big but. Let's see
Here we go.
Two things. Love seeing Gurdas Masn, and I really do love him, and he's so warm and lovely to me. He goes, on stage, when he sees me, and he's on stage singing midway through his song, he looks around, he goes, Tommy Sandu, and then carried on singing his song. I'm like, right.
That's random.
Because
he's a fan of you.
No, it was because he knew I was hosting, but obviously he comes in, he goes straight to his room, he's preparing for the show. I'm not going to bug him then. I know what pre-show. I get a little bit like, hold on, what am I saying? What I've got to get my words right. And I'm like, no, you don't know what's going through him. He's 66 years old. He's got 30 songs to perform. He's got prep anyway. So I don't bug him. And then obviously, so we're kind of really just seeing each other when we're crossing over on stage. But my point is, I was hanging out more with his band members, right? Now, I won't say who it is because it's one particular band member who is always a part of his tour, right? I've met him before. We're chit-chatting away, and we're all sharing a dressing room, right? And this is actually last week in Birmingham. This is part one of me hosting it. The guy, we're ironing our clothes. The guy's ironing. While he's talking, full bud comes out. And he doesn't even break his stride of speaking. He doesn't pause so that he can do the bud and go, oh, I'm really sorry. He doesn't reference it. But like me, my face, I went like this. I showed, my eyebrows are up. I'm like, what? What was that? And then he's carried on chatting. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe I imagined it. Maybe I got it a bit wrong. Maybe it was the iron that made the noise. About 4 or 5 minutes later, another one came. But this time I saw him adjust slightly, like lift part of his hip up because he was still up ironing. And boom, another one. I'm like, how are you? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
And no reference to it at all.
No reference. Not like, sorry, Baji.
Sorry.
Badam both khanda hai. I eat a lot of badam or something. I don't know, whatever it is that causes it. But no reference to it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I'm there thinking, is the smell going to hit me any second? Of
course it is. Of course it is.
No, actually, it didn't. I don't know. Maybe there was. Maybe I'm just as bad. But I was like,
immune.
But it was just a blatantness of pure pumpage.
I couldn't handle that. I don't think I could handle that.
What would you have done?
I just can't stop laughing. Did you not laugh? I would have just burst out laughing.
Because it was only me and him there. So like,
I don't bother with it. Can you open the window? Open the door? I don't know.
You mean, hold on, neither of you acknowledged it?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Come on.
That lad. I mean, he should have gone, oh my God, or you should have gone, bruv, that was brilliant.
I know you had to do a sound check, but this wasn't the.
No, it wasn't that kind of sound check. It was. But also, I tell you why I don't think I acknowledge it, and I hope he doesn't mind me telling you this story. But my dad's quite a blatant person. He's quite like, he'll just say it. If he thinks it should be
NFT,
said,
the king of energies.
Yeah, but only if he thinks something should be said. Like, listen, hey, Kedge, you're looking a bit like you're drinking a bit too much. Sort yourself out. He'll just say it. And he don't even know you that well, but it's always for the good, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my mum came back from India once, and they were all there, and she told me, Tommy, our dad, your dad. Oh my God, what's he like? I go, what happened? He goes, we're all sitting there, 3-4 people. And whenever people make small talk in India, Punjab particularly, they go, oh, so, like in Punjabi, they'll say, oh, how's work? Go,
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
usual.
And he goes quiet for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, how's Bully? Did Bully get married? Oh, yeah. We're very happy.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Good.
Then
Then
it
they
goes
go
quiet.
again. Yeah, and I can't handle that. It's like dead air on a radio show. You don't keep dead air.
No.
You don't go quiet. You keep the noise going. So I'm trying to fill the gaps. Oh, Tosiki Karde, what do you do? Oh, Keti Dakam. Oh, farmer. All right. Oh, yeah. Tosiki, what do you do? Oh, farmer. Oh, you're a farmer as well. Oh, you're all farmers? All farmers. Okay, good. How
are the crops this year?
Basically, somebody did a little shagufta, right? Somebody did a little hump. And everyone was quiet.
Excuse me, by the way, I've got a shagufta auntie, so just.
I love the name shagufta.
Does she smell?
I'm taking that personally. Carry on.
Because I think it comes from the guff. Oh, you've guffed. You've shaguffed.
No, but
sorry.
You just ruined it, shagufta auntie for me. But anyway,
Namaste, Kemcho, shagufta ji. Okay, do that for her. But my dad, in that moment, in that quiet moment, just turned around and went, Kisine path mare aaya. Someone's done a
Love it.
Right? He's with guests. He's with guests that he's not seen for years.
I think that's quite Desi though. I think that's happened in my family as well.
But then he's gone, it wasn't me. So, and he's looking around like, it's one of you three. Which one is it? Like he wants to call them out.
In our family, normally gets sussed out very quickly.
Yeah, I didn't have his level of.
What do you mean he gets sussed out?
Because like someone will go.
What, are you playing Cluedo with farts? I don't know. Like what?
No,
what
like when there's a big family gathering, there's normally we've got like top tier suspects, second tier, third tier. Do you know what I mean? We already everyone knows that in the family.
It's like a crime series.
Yeah, exactly. So literally everyone just goes to the top tier suspect. There's 3 uncles. They're just in it.
My mind's gone to a TV series or a sketch with like Columbo as my dad and going, so the bad came from this vicinity of the room. At the time, there were 3 people here, like doing like a proper detective. And go, and I definitely
you got to just look because normally if they're sitting on the floor, you got to look out for the rock from side to side. Do you know what I mean? There's normally that. So it's pretty obvious. Like in our family, it gets sussed out. It's very difficult in our family to get away.
Turn this into Cluedo, honestly.
That is brilliant. But anyway, so that was one thing with Gurdas Masn. Let me just move because this I didn't realize we were going to get into the bud situation that much. And then the other thing was, so that was Birmingham, by the way, and I sort of kept my distance from. Actually, I had my own dressing room at Wembley last night, and so I was on my own there. I had a cheeky little kip, 20 minutes, lovely on the sofa,
beautiful.
And I woke up.
That sofa's comfy, by the way, in Wembley.
It is comfy.
In the dressing room, yeah.
Took my shoes off, everything. I don't quite fit on it, but my legs were kind of hanging over it. And when I woke up, I was looking at Paul Chowdhury because his poster's on the wall with actually it was Paul Chowdhury, Britney Spears, Billy Joel, and someone else. I was like, look at that. And I was like, you know what? Paul Chowdhury's on the wall. Yeah. Again, another little moment of pride, a little bit of brown pride. Anyway, and then, so this Wembley one, I have never been inundated with so many messages on Instagram or people coming up to me, people grabbing me, grabbing my arms, grabbing my clothes, grabbing my neck.
Because you're famous? Because you're Tommy Sandu?
No, nothing to do with me. They going, hey, what are the chances? This is what I heard. I heard it literally 100 times yesterday.
Wow.
Tommy, what are the chances of being able to meet Gurdas Masn? And I went, you know what? It's not going to be possible. They have a certain amount of wristbands for backstage. They've given those out to certain people. Yeah. And I gave away 5 pairs of wristbands to meet him with like a camera, that kind of fun cam, like a fam cam, dance cam. It goes around the venue, bingo. And then I had people come up to me. The camera never came on us. The camera never came anywhere near us.
There's 20,000 people in the arena. I mean, what do you want me to do? Put it on everyone?
I said, yeah, I'm sorry. Please, Tommy, you have to get him. You have to allow me to meet him. I just need him. I just need it for 1 second.
1 second. 1 second.
1 second. Yeah.
I said, what?
Maybe was that Shagufta auntie as well?
It was the equivalent of a Shagufta auntie.
What would you do in 1 second?
Yeah, please, and then you hear all this. I mean, I feel bad. I suppose I'm talking about this because what do I do in this scenario? Because I would love to help everyone. I would love to go, yes, of course. All of you people can all come backstage. I can sort it. But I can't sort it, number one. I don't have the power or the rights or the jurisdiction or the responsibility. And secondly, I'm the host of the show. I go on for 10 minutes, do a bit of putte punge silly stuff with the crowd, mess around, have a bit of sing-song, and then go, right, please welcome the band and please welcome Gurdas Masn. And these are the sponsors. I'll see you later. And that is literally all I do. And I'm sitting back saying, like I said, I don't even, it's not very showbiz. I know if I get a bit of kana, that's lovely. People think it's like really glamorous. I rock up to the venue. Someone said to me on the way home, I was on the tube. They go, you're on the tube. Why are you on the tube? I thought they'd give you a car and they'd drive you. I'm like, no, it's quicker to get the tube. Why would I spend an hour and a half in a car and wait for the car and all that? Anyway, and you know what it's like, Satch. I think weren't we together that day?
Yeah. No, forget that. Forget that.
Anyway,
never again.
People coming up and they're going, oh, but please, you don't. Okay, one guy goes, my chacha's wife once had Gurdas Masn stay at her house in the 80s.
Beautiful. Congratulations.
I went, okay. Can I meet him? I went, no. Right? Someone else goes, I've been to 15 concerts, right? This is my 16th one, all right?
Well done.
I've seen him all around the world. I've never met him. And I went, guess what? I said, 16 concerts, you're not going to meet him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I said, this one as well. Oh, come on. We've got, and I'm like, you've come up to the host on the day of the concert.
Very quickly.
Do you think
you ain't got a photo with I know you ain't got a photo with him.
I didn't take one. I saw him.
Of course you haven't.
But also, like, it just didn't feel appropriate because he was prepping for the show, and he gave me a big hug and he mentioned me on stage, and I'm like, what? I've got videos with him. We've had him in the studio with us. We've had him Desis. We've had him dancing. He's told us about his wife. It's funny, his wife was there backstage. I was sitting more with her, because do you remember he said to us in the interview when we interviewed him, I said, you're smooth. You got the lyrics, you got all this poetry and shiny.
Yeah.
And he goes, nah, bro. Because I go, what, when Mrs. Mann is angry, he goes, nah, it don't work. Nothing works. He goes, I go, what do you do? He goes, I just go up and sleep on the roof on the manja. I'm like, even Gurdas Masn has got, he gets, slapped into shape by his missus. Anyway, people coming up. Okay, this is the thing. I wasn't sure whether I was going to talk about this, but I'm going to mention it because it happened yesterday, right?
Oh.
So people come up, 2 people came up. What do I do in this scenario? Because my heart sinks, but then I also feel like it was wrong of them to say this. But 2 people came up and they said separately, right? 20 minutes, half an hour apart, I've got cancer.
Oh.
I need to meet him before I'm not going to be around.
That immediately, that puts you in a hot,
such a hole.
What do I do? What do I? But and also I can't help. I really can't. I don't have the wristbands. I don't have the power. And I told them that. But then they go, but please, I'm not going to be here. You can do something. And I'm like, I can go to the organizers, but they're going to go, what are you doing, Tommy? I don't know. Someone came up to me and said,
this needs to stop. I'm sorry, but I think we need to put a public message out, because we've all been there, we've all dealt with this, right? You got to remember that this is not, this is not our Bops show. We're just the Lalu nutching because they're paying us a little bit of money to host the thing. That is it. Let's be real.
Tommy, he just called you a dancing Lalu.
Dancing Lalu. No, that's fine. I'll take that. That's my career. That's my gravestone.
It's just they've just called us, as the host of the show to just come on and do that. It's we don't have this. Is not our show. This Desi begging has to stop. It's just I don't know. It's just
then I thought
behave.
Maybe I should have gone the extra mile. Maybe I should have gone just up to his wife and said, look.
No. Because if this is the case, then go down the proper channels and say, look, Gurdas Masn, you're coming down here. This is, find the management. Nowadays, everyone can find everything. So find his manager and go, you know what? This is the situation. I'm not going to be here, blah, blah, blah. I will be waiting at the side. If Gurdas Masn can absolutely do it that way, you can't rely. Because also, if you were dying, right, you're relying on Tommy Sandu to try and sort your last wish out or whatever. Yeah. Oh my God.
Please, don't do that. God. Don't rely on me for anything.
I mean, this is a
guy that have 100 years to live. I probably couldn't sort it out.
Couldn't sort it out.
This is a guy that when we tell him on the day in the morning, oh yeah, we're recording a podcast at 6 o'clock, he still books something else in.
Yeah, exactly.
But how do I tell them that in that moment? Oh, sorry, what it is, yeah. I'm a useless human. So
I think you should just have that. I think you should say I'm a useless. I honestly ask my wife, I'm useless. She's annoyed at me. I can't even remember to put the washing out. You want me to sort this out? Unbelievable.
At one point, this woman, she was about half my size. This wasn't a cancer one. This was just a woman who just Had to meet him. She
Right.
she met me because I was walking down the side because I had some friends who were in the audience. Actually, Harpscore was there. The breakfast show host who took over after us, and her husband. So I went and said hello. And while I was there, this woman grabbed both my wrists.
Oh,
right. It's a Punjabi one. It was like she had a martial arts hold because for some reason she had like control of my center of gravity.
Both hands on one wrist or both wrists?
No, one hand on each wrist.
Oh, okay. So you're about to do Ring of Roses?
Yeah, kind of like a ring. Yeah, but she's grabbing my wrist. So I haven't grabbed hers back. Like my wrists my hands are just flopping down.
Yeah.
And then she pulled me through the side doors into that outside. We're outside the arena now. And she
handled you.
To the extent that security came over, they went, "Are you okay?" And there's a woman half my size grabbing me. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine." Yeah, but she's just
what
really
happened?
forceful.
What does she want?
No, she wants to meet Gurdas Masn. Wants to meet him.
My God.
One guy kept coming up with his tambourine, saying, "You got to get me to sign my tambourine."
I would have smashed that tambourine on his head.
Tommy, if I were you, I'd have just signed it and given it back to him.
Oh, bro, it was exhausting.
Sure, you can Google a little.
Sign the tambourine. What do you want else? You want your Juddy signed as well, bro? My God.
Because he goes, no, he goes, bro, you don't understand. I'm a big Gurdas Masn fan. He goes, and what I do is collect. I've got Ronaldo's signed stuff, Messi signed stuff, and I just need Gurdas Masn's tambourine. I'm like,
for the Holy Trinity. For the Holy Trinity.
This actually sounds like those weird football collectors that follow footballers around and just sign everything that you can get.
He's like, I'll tell you what would complete my memorabilia football set is Gurdas Masn signed tambourine. Anyway, look, it was a lovely guy, but
I get it though, Tommy, because it's the same. When I'm out DJing and when it's like big gigs and there's like big people performing, I always get those messages too. And they're like, "Oh, Satch, you need to make me meet, I don't know, this person, whoever it was." And I'm like, well, no, because I don't even think I am. I'm just there to DJ, do my thing. And I'm probably going to go home and miss whoever's performing anyway, because it's a job.
And on that note, people spend all their time trying to get a moment to meet. And I'm like, because one woman said to me, and she didn't understand. She went, "Please, I need to see Gurdas Masn." I went, "He's on stage. He's on stage right now.
Watch him."
You can see him. Right? And she goes, "Yeah, I know." She goes, "But I need to see him." I said, honestly, Auntie, I said, just enjoy the concert. Just enjoy it.
Be there, yeah.
And actually, a lot of people were saying this might be his last tour. It might be his last tour because he did all the bangers. But I tell you, it was brilliant. Last night, it was all excellent. But today, because of all the concertness and the noise and the people and the buzz and the atmosphere, I just feel exhausted. So I've done very little. We went down to the beach today, just had a nice little chilled out day with the family. So bank holiday Monday, relaxed one.
Yeah, and also with the bank holiday, it means that you get a little bit of extra time as well, because obviously you got a 3-day break, so you get a bit of extra time to do things. And so I found myself, like, I think, was it on a Sunday or a Saturday, and I ended up watching a bit of TV in the morning, which I don't normally do. But I just found like a little window of just putting the telly on. I don't know what I was doing exactly, but and it was a cooking show. And I don't watch any of this stuff, but it was John and Lisa. So John Torode and his wife, Lisa, and they do the Weekend Kitchen. And you just switch on the telly and it came on and he was talking about how he was going to cook some lamb in some Desis sauce. And that triggered me, like in a curry.
What did he
sauce.
call it? A curry sauce, okay, in a
curry sauce, masala, right? And that was it. It kind of just straight away that just kind of triggered me a little bit, because I just thought, look at this. It's like, you know what? Everything is now Indian food. Do you know what I mean? Because it's flavorsome, it's spicy, and actually just having a raw bit of an animal's body is just disgusting with a bit of chive and a sage rubbed on it. Do you know what I mean? So they've got to go for the desi thing. Fine.
Anyway. This is coming from a vegetarian who's never tried this.
Anyway, so he pulled.
How do you know that's not going to taste good?
No. Of course it's going to taste good. Of course.
No. I'm talking about you saying that you're raw
because that's just like it's just. What's a bit of sage and herb rubbed onto a bit of meat compared to all the dhania, the coriander, and the cloves and
No, but
anyway.
it's a different flavor, kid. You can't compare it.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's a different flavor. It's basically a flavor for people who don't have any flavor, and so therefore,
he's definitely not had like a proper good banging roast dinner or
Absolutely,
like a roast lamb or anything like that.
The Christmas meal is exactly that. It's how bland can you make that Christmas dinner, the lunch, whatever they want to call it, and to make it exciting, they lump a bit of gravy all over it and everything's soaking in it.
I just want to say, can I, one thing? That's
Yeah.
one thing I say.
Yeah.
I strongly disagree with all of this.
I know.
but
Agree.
I love,
Yeah,
I
agree.
love how much you feel about it. So I'm just letting you.
No,
letting
no,
you go.
I do feel for it, and so therefore I thought anyway. Let me just watch this.
But your opinion's void because you don't eat this, so no one cares.
No.
Anyway,
Satch. Hey, Satch. It's the brown note. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
No, but I will take an opinion from a person that eats that food.
No, Satch, if you void Kedge's opinion because he has no knowledge of that subject matter, that takes out 95% of what he talks about. The guy is that guy that talks about
Honestly.
else is gonna
Exactly.
let me tell you about mountain climbing. Oh,
Right.
how many of you climbed? Oh, okay, right. Let me tell you about breathing through the nose.
Man's talking about the food and telling us what we think about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fine.
right.
It's fine.
Enjoy it.
It's fine. Yeah, no,
Enjoy.
absolutely. If you want to,
As
if
you
you
can
want
tell,
to
Holding
as
his
you can
head.
tell,
He's
this
holding
is
his
why
head.
upgrade your
This is why the
flavors
honestly.
in your palate, it's fine. You crack on. So anyway, then I thought, oh, so what's his missus cooking? And his missus goes, he goes, right. So he goes, right. While I put this in the oven, my wife Lisa is going to tell you about the paneer recipe. And I went,
Hello.
right.
on.
Now I'm watching. What is
Yeah.
she going to do?
Come on, Paneer Ben.
So Paneer Ben comes out, cuts the paneer and everything, soaks it in the hot water. Fine. So far, so good. I thought, oh, what's she doing? Then she goes, then you get the peas ready. And I thought, oh, maybe it's mutton paneer, isn't it? So I thought, okay, fine, let's go. Because I thought first it was chili paneer, but then she got the mutton out. So I thought, oh, maybe it's mutton paneer. And I thought, okay, here we go. And so she got the paneer out, and she just drizzled it like loads of spoons of coriander powder. And I went, okay, fine, that's a lot. I mean, we don't put that much in, but anyway, fine. And then she just got the peas raw, and she just sort of mixed it around, and like that was it.
That was it. She didn't. Nothing else. She didn't do the full hog. You sure?
No, there was no masala, tadka, badka, anything. And then she goes, oh, I love paneer. And then this John Tarot goes, I didn't even know what paneer was until I met you. She goes, yeah, I love paneer. I love it. And he goes, it's like halloumi. And you know what? I was so annoyed by this point. And I just thought we need to prevent crimes against paneer. I'm sorry, but the
crimes against
paneer,
Desicana, it can be broadened out.
because this was so. I felt so. The paneer looked so sukkah. It looked terrible. And to think that these two people are now telling the world to eat paneer like this, I felt so sorry for every gore who's going to be making this recipe. It ain't like this, and it was crimes against paneer and just desi food.
Because there'll be some vegetarian people, right? Let's say they just like cheese.
Exactly.
And they love halloumi, and they'll go, oh, paneer. You know what? I've always seen that on the shelf. Didn't know what to do there. I'm gonna buy a pack of coriander powder, and I'm gonna get a pack of that paneer. Right. So I'm gonna I've got 2 packs of paneer in the fridge because I thought we were gonna meet up today and do the podcast in person.
Oh.
And I made sarg from before, and I thought, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Tommy.
I'm gonna do a separate tadka for the paneer and then add it to the sarg. Right?
It's got to be done. It's got to be done.
And because the sargs come out quite strong, so I don't need to add too much chili to it. But I know, so straight I'm thinking, right, onions, I do my jeera, and then I put in maybe a few little cloves. Maybe I might not. I might look up a couple of recipes and compare, and then I find a little hybrid
mix and match. Yeah.
And then then do. I'm going to do a little bit. I think actually, and really because I've got all that flavor in the sarg already, I'm thinking a little bit of cumin, a little bit of haldi,
just a bit of garlic. That's it. Just
garlic,
simple, just
a little bit of adrak, bang, you're done. You're right, and that's it.
Anyway, so I'm just like, you know what?
Pure coriander powder.
So just very, very quickly then, Kedge, see just how much this lady annoyed you with her take on paneer. It's the same as how when you talk about our food and then say it tastes like this, don't talk about it because it annoys us.
I'll tell you why it annoys me, because basically the excitement of a little bit of fennel rubbing the skin of a turkey's bum, it's just so much. Like, I'm like, my God, it's 2 fennel seeds and it's a little bit of, do you know what I mean, parsley, and like, oh my God, you created flavor.
By the way, for turkey, like that stuff is all well and good, but it's garlic butter, bruv. You just smear it in garlic butter, and it makes the turkey or the chicken super sort of moist. Rosemary, stick an orange in there, a lemon in there, stick up the chicken.
I'm not even talking about in. I'm just talking about on the out.
Oh, right, okay, no, I stick it all the way in, and then and get fruity on the inside. But funny enough, I went for a curry on the weekend, right? And I was with my two Gurdas mates, okay, from university, and it's important to point the Gurdas because when we went, they were coming over to my house because my missus was away. We'd arranged to meet up, and I said, look, I can't. I'm babysitting the kids, and so I can't go out. So, but I'm not drinking. If you're more than going to come over at mine and stay over, whatever. So, but in the end, my niece was over. She looked after the kids while we nipped out for some food. And we got a lovely restaurant. Actually, I'm going to give them a mention because they are fantastic. Tandoor Chambers in Buckhurst Hill, sort of northeast London. It is phenomenal. It is by far my wife's favorite Indian place ever. We eat a lot of food. So, we eat wedding food and go on.
I still think the one next to your house is better.
GT Road, Grand Trunk Road.
GT Road is a good shout. Grand
Trunk Road is also good. That's also in East London. But we don't have many restaurants in East London. The West is great. Midlands is great. Leicester's great. Manchester's phenomenal. Bradford and Leeds is phenomenal. So I've had a lot of con around the country. So anyway, my point is, took them there. But you do feel that desi pressure to order the food.
Oh, no, but I love it.
Do you really?
Oh, I would only want to be the man who orders it. You're not coming to my back garden telling me what to order.
No, but what?
No, I went out with my friends last week. Same thing. There were 3 Gurdas. They were like, Kedge, what we're doing? I'm like, absolutely. I am dictating this.
But are they all vegetarian as well?
No, meat as well.
So then, how are you going to order for them, or do you do that as well?
No, because basically, I know the kind of things that they like, right?
Oh, how?
Because they always eat the same thing: lamb, prawns. They want big prawns. They like lamb chops.
What kind of lamb?
Yeah, it's all the same thing. You all eat the same thing. It's the same long sticks. It's the same. Get that big grill out. Mixed grill. It's all the same thing.
Tommy, get this guy away from me, honestly.
I love.
If we were in person, he'd have got a slap today.
But I love that Satch has become like the defense lawyer, the whatever they call it, like attorney. Yeah, but how? How do you know? Tell me, where were you on the night of the 13th? I'm sorry, it was my fault. Kedge's going to crack under pressure. But I love the cross-referencing. Okay, the cross-examining. So go on. So you do the orders as well.
Yeah, didn't you come up trumps and absolutely smash it?
No, what I like to do.
Of course you did.
My approach, Kedge, is not like yours. I like to facilitate their learning.
Exactly. Kedge is just like, no, here's a set menu. That's what it is. I've picked it all. I've picked your naan bread. I've picked everything, mate. I've picked it all.
You can have the plain butter naan, but I'm telling you, the garlic naan is much better. You're cool.
But so funny because then it's Nick and Gavin. They're the two guys. And Nick sat opposite me. He went, I'll get the plain naan. Inside you go,
plain naan.
Don't do it.
Just suki naan.
We're going to Tesco and get naan from there, bro.
But fair play to Gav. Gav got some sort of it wasn't keema, it was some sort of like
chili
saag roti thing. It was very green. I didn't even see what he ordered, but it was it was all green, like lots of methi or saag on the outside. A bit like no, I tell you what it looked like. It looked like those Turkish P-Day things, where like there's all. Have you had them like a pizza bread?
Wicked. Yeah, love it.
Spinach on the outside, but anyway, he had that and it was tasty. And it's so funny. They had keema, and I know how much you hate keema.
Kedge doesn't know what P-Day is, by the way. I'm just putting that out there.
P-Day, not pedo.
No, right. P-Day.
Sorry, for a minute I was thinking of a certain TV show.
But that's what I mean.
This morning they should make P-Day on this morning on tomorrow's episode.
I was like, is it that thing that you have in the toilet, the extra one that you're not supposed to do a mutti in, but then everyone does?
No, that's a B-Day.
That shows the level of this guy's culinary skills because he doesn't even know what that is.
No, okay. No, the P-Day is like their pizza. It's like a Turkish pizza. But,
he's never been. He's never been to Turkish because it's all meat.
Nah.
He doesn't go to places like that.
I ain't about that.
All he goes to is Indians. Because that's all he can eat.
Satch, don't worry. The jury have concluded Kedge is no longer allowed to speak about meat. All right, it's fine. You've won the case, Satch. Let him go. Satch wants you to do time. He wants to give you the lecture.
He needs to be locked up. He needs to be locked up.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Carry on.
My point is, we were there. They had keema matar. And it was tasty. Of course it's tasty. The food there is tasty, right? but they were blown away because it was a new thing. Because he goes, oh, because they do this thing and they go, oh, I might try the keema, and they look around at me like, and I'm like, good choice. I love keema.
You know,
can't go wrong.
Just so you know, I can make keema, and if you were gonna have just keema, I could have made that home. You know, like
I've been known to discourage people who when they pick keema only because I can't handle the smell. I know you got. So I just discourage them. Like, nah, mate, nah, it's not that. It's not
when
that.
When I go to Desi restaurants, I want to eat the things that I wouldn't make at home. So I wouldn't just have a chicken curry. I wouldn't just have a lamb curry now, or even keema. I'd want to have something like the lamb chops. They marinate their lamb chops beautifully. You know, it's just
what kind of lamb?
What do you mean? What kind of lamb? What do you mean? What do you think that question means?
Go on.
No, I was asked about what kind of lamb, so I'm asking you.
What kind of lamb? Like a dead one? What you mean?
That's what I mean. No, what kind of lamb? So I'm asking you, what kind of lamb?
Lamb chops, you Wally. There's only one kind of lamb chops.
I said, I said lamb chops, but then he said, what kind of lamb? I thought you thought maybe there's like, you get Indian lamb, you get Mauritian lamb.
Sat asked me, he goes, what kind of lamb? So I was like, lamb chops. But I thought there's types of lamb.
No, lamb chops are that type of lamb. I feel like this is so basic. I don't know if you're taking a mick at me. Then you got minced lamb, which is keema.
He ain't got a clue. You
got cubes of lamb, which is what goes into like a curry or a borscht and that kind of stuff. But anyway, it's phenomenal. Anyway, but they were blown away by that. But the tricky thing came, just a quick thing to wrap this up. I feel like I'm going on.
He's getting nervous.
Because we got to the end and I was like, I said, have a bit of dessert. They went, we're all really full. I said, yeah, but I said, you've got to have a little gulfi. And they're like, what's that? I mean, it's like
no, you didn't say that.
Why? What's wrong with gulfi?
I don't think that does Desis justice.
Oh, why not? I love a kulfi. It's just about
they
had 3 flavors, right? Pistachio, mango, and Malay, right? And I said it's like just like a creamy, milk lolly, really. I said you got the pistachio one, you got the mango one, which is delicious. I love all things mango. And the Malay one is like creamy, sort of bit vanilla-y, bit a little bit cardamom-y. You can taste a bit of Desi spice in there. And they're like, They went, I'll tell you what, we'll get one of each and we'll all share. I went, no, we can't do that because it's on a stick. So I'm not gonna lick mine and then go, here you go, pass the dutchie on the left hand side.
Licky pass.
Lick pass. No, it doesn't work. It's not those rules. But they went, I'm sure it'll be fine. And so before I knew it, somehow, again, through my passiveness, a bit like being grabbed by the woman's wrist, I'm like, we've ordered one of each. And I'm thinking, how's this going to work? So, bruv, what I was doing, and I was embarrassed. I thought, if anyone looks over there, what is Tommy doing, right?
Go on, you're chopping it off. You're chopping it off.
Yeah.
I think that's decent, Tommy. That's decent.
I had to cut in the third. And also, because the gulfi tapers off at the top of it, it goes thinner. So I made that bit longer to make sure that person gets just the same amount as the bottom section. That's from having 2 other siblings that we've got to share.
Yeah, no, that's decent. That's decent.
Well done.
But yeah, there you go.
And what was the feedback on that?
They loved all 3. They loved it, but mango and Malay. They thought Malay was good because Malay. It's interesting because as soon as you say it's got a bit of Indian spice to it, you think, it's gonna be a bit funky, isn't it? If someone says,
it's gonna have a bit of that. It's gonna have that fart powder on it.
Yeah, exactly. But actually, it was all fantastic. But I'm just saying the pressure was on.
It's funny you speak about ice cream because everyone this weekend, like when I was out and about, just generally the weather's been nice. Everyone was just having ice cream, and I had a bit of FOMO because I was just like, I'd love to stop at an ice cream van and just get like.
Did you not have an ice cream satch this weekend?
I didn't.
Mate.
To be honest, I was working the whole weekend, and there's a reason why we're recording this on a Monday because my weekend hasn't finished. I'm still working for the rest of the week, to be honest, with events and stuff. So there ain't going to be an ice cream anytime soon. But there was a story that I came across about ice creams this week, and how ice cream van owners are now thinking of changing the 99 flake. They're not going to put a flake in it anymore.
What do you mean?
And I thought, hang on a minute.
Well, that's a big change for history.
Yeah, that is a big change.
What else can you?
Well, they're just saying that you can find like other chocolate that's a bit more sort of it's a bit more sturdier, is what they're saying.
Yeah,
because they're saying
12 is doable. I think
the issue that they've got is. When you buy a box of flakes, obviously, ice cream van buys it in a box where they're not individually wrapped. They just sort of come and they say there's about 140 odd in a box.
Yeah.
And they say roughly 70 of them are broken so we can't even stick it. We
that's
can't
sad.
even stick it. It's not big enough to go into the ice cream, so it's a waste. You see what I mean? So now they're thinking, with all this wasted, we're throwing away half the box of chocolate. Let's just change your chocolate. And I was like, well, that's a good idea. You should do that.
Do you know what the new chocolate is then, or is it? Because I would then say a 12 is perfect.
I think the 12 is the one, isn't it?
I think
Twix,
it's got to be
Twix is potential. Twix potential.
Nah, you don't want the biscuit.
Biscuit gooiness.
Because the cone biscuit,
it changes the format a bit
Kit
too
Kat,
much.
Kit Kat.
No, I don't want a biscuit. I don't want a biscuit in there because the cone's biscuit.
You know what the kids are mad for now, because obviously there's a ice cream van that comes to the school car park,
right?
And actually the parents are getting a little bit annoyed. There's a little side bit of gossip. The parents were annoyed that he rocks up every day because it's impossible to tell your kids no, you're not going to have an ice cream.
Of course, of course. That's his job though.
Yeah, and Logan starts crying straight away. Milo's right. Milo will just get it. He's 10, 11. He was going, I go, nah, you've had one yesterday. You're not having another one. Yeah. But Logan just straight tears. I'm like, oh man, forget it. What's life about? Life's short. Just have an ice cream.
Yeah, give him an ice cream.
But what they go for is Oreo crumbs all over it. They do that.
Yeah, they do that.
They roll the ice cream in Oreo crumbs.
Bougie.
Yeah, and they also roll it in Biscoff. That's become big now.
Biscoff is Biscoff,
I mean, as if there's not enough sugar in the flipping ice cream as it is. They would just dunk it in more sugar.
But they don't stick anything.
That was aggressive.
Yeah.
I just find that a bit weird because when we were kids, obviously all we got was that fluorescent coloured flipping sauce that goes over it, like
that's adding more sugar.
But that come on, but we
hundreds and thousands we used to get little sprinkles.
We weren't dunking the whole ice cream in.
Yeah, I used to love the screwball with the bubble gum at the bottom. It was like
that bubble gum was a bit rank though, wasn't it?
But it's right. But it carried on the party.
It did carry on the party for whatever 69 pence it was or whatever. But can I just tell you, like Satch's said, that a lot of people were having ice creams this weekend. I had an ice cream, or two actually, I should say, or maybe three, this weekend. And
that always surprises me about you. You can really you go back to back. You sort of binge ice creams, don't you?
Some people watch series on Netflix. Like Kedge goes through like a box of a selection box of ice cream.
No, not in one go. Like over the 4-day sort of bank holiday period, I've had about 2 or 3 ice creams. Yeah, I don't.
That's a lot. That's more than normal. Like I would have an ice cream a month, and even on a hot day, even if it's peak of the summer.
Yeah, no, I don't normally, but sometimes you just get carried away. And like you said, what's life for at the end of the day? Do you know what I mean? Right? You got to enjoy yourself a little bit. So I thought, you know what? And we all know this. If you're Desi, the standard one, the king of ice creams is the Solero.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Well done. So
because you get mango, you get your vanilla, and it's beautiful, and it's just.
I'm sorry, if you're picking a Solero, you might as well eat a kulfi on a stick. It's the same flipping. I don't know why brown people, Desis in particular, love a flipping Solero. I think it's the worst ice cream ever made.
Sad. It's the best ice cream because it's exotic.
Delicious.
And it just butters. It just does what it does to you inside your body. It's like tingling.
What part of your body do you put it in?
Also,
I am like literally.
No wonder he gets through 3 or 4. He's got one in every hole.
Doing mango Golgota, as they would say, in my stomach. It's beautiful.
Mango Golgappa.
Golgota.
No, let's not even start, Tommy. Just ignore it.
Right. Okay. So you're. I'll tell you what's nice about Solero. Let me tell you why, Satch. I think Solero is better because as you lick it, you get. It's like mango lick. Oh, mango vanilla. Bit more vanilla. Mango's gone. Now we're going pure vanilla. Oh, it's creamy vanilla all the way home.
Bite.
It's like a series. It's like it layers. You get deeper into the journey of the Solero. And it's good vanilla ice cream.
Exactly. Exactly. Quality ice cream. So I thought. So I was going to go for the king of ice creams, and then I thought, you know what? My eyes were drawn to a really different wrapper. And I thought, oh, what's this? Because it had a bit of orange and it had a bit of cream on it. And I thought, oh, so what's this? Is this another alternate? Is it a vegan version of it? What is this, right? And then I looked at it and it's the new Magnum. It's the new Magnum that basically is covered in white chocolate. Yeah. And then it's got mango and coconut.
It's like a passion fruit thing. It's like a tropical passion fruit.
Well, but no passion fruit. No
There's
passion fruit.
fruit, bro.
So
No,
it's
yeah,
white-
sorry. I meant to say tropical. I don't know why I said passion
Yeah,
fruit.
so it's tropical,
Tropical
with
thing.
white chocolate, shavings of coconut which is stuck, fused into the white
Oh.
chocolate, mango inside.
Is it that?
It's called the Magnum Sun Lover White.
Is it the kind of coconut that you keep chewing for about 3 days, or does it like go away quickly?
No, you don't. You get the feeling that it's good coconut, but it doesn't chew. You don't chew for a long time, but you do get. It's not like that artificial stuff. It's like, oh, this is proper coconut on this, right? And it's guys.
Okay.
We have a new king in town. We need to have a coronation.
I can't get that excited about white chocolate, Kedge. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not a white chocolate fan. I agree with you absolutely.
Something about white chocolate feels...
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not a white chocolate fan. But when you bite, oh my God, it will excite. It's brilliant.
When you bite, it will excite. Is that the slogan for it?
I've made it. I've made the slogan.
I tell you what, when you see that guy going around Ahmedabad Stadium, kind of selling ice cream, hey, when you bite, it will excite. Ice cream.
Honestly, give it a go. For the mango lovers, Tommy, give it a go. Satch, give it a go because you're getting a bit more than just mango. You're getting coconut as well.
Okay, coconut, white chocolate, and what was the other thing? You said vanilla ice cream.
Yeah. Still got the vanilla ice cream.
What's it called? The Magnum what?
The Magnum, it's called the Magnum Sun Lover White Chocolate.
Named after Philip Schofield. No. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Behave.
I'm sorry.
Behave.
Dear. Oh,
Right.
dear.
So that's where we were with ice cream.
Speaking of sort of where we were meant to be, Kedge, you kind of set up some homework last week, and it was to watch a film.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to watch the film on Amazon Prime.
Air.
The story of the Jordans and Nike.
Yes. Who watched it? Put your hands up, please, if you watched it.
My homework, sir. Oh, hey, Kedge.
Hi, Kedge.
Hold on a minute. Kedge has not got his hand up, and he set the blooming homework. That's like
just. Did you hear that?
Yeah, you didn't.
That's
turn up for the
air.
exam.
That's the air.
Yeah, hover.
No,
Pure
you know
air.
what? I'll be honest with you. I know I said the homework, but I completely forgot.
Oh man,
you bunny.
You know what? It's great homework to have though. It's just to watch a film. But
And do you know what? Like, I had such a busy week, but I made sure I fitted it in on that day.
I can't
because
believe.
I was like,
now that you said it, I feel like such a plonker. I can't believe I did set the homework and I was gonna watch it.
I was like, if I don't watch it and say I had a busy week, the boys are gonna kill me because they're gonna be like, that's not an excuse.
Letdown. Letdown, Kedge.
And I did. I squeezed it in late one night.
Exactly. Yeah, same here. I had to.
But if I'm being true, very true.
Go on.
I went onto Amazon Prime and it just came up, included with Prime. Yeah, I went onto Amazon Prime. I went into the Fire Stick, and it just came up, included with Prime. I was like, oh yeah, we're supposed to watch that. So I remembered it like that, and I was like, oh, wicked. Okay, and actually, I was sitting around. I was there. I was like, let me watch it now.
Right.
Sorry. Do we talk about it?
Do it. Let's talk about it. Go on.
That means he's not going to watch it. Go on.
Yeah.
No, I want to watch it. I do want to watch it. It's just that this weekend I just got a better film to watch.
Oh, okay. Tell us about it in a minute. Because I tell you what, Kedge, this is effectively it's the business story of Nike and Jordan, them signing Jordan, and how that kind of came about. And don't forget, we've tinkered around this subject before with the Jordan documentary.
Also, that show that we watched as well,
Winning Time, the LA Lakers story.
Yeah, LA Lakers,
exactly.
And the Last Dance
there. Right in the last, exactly that, right? So through those things, you kind of had. You get little shots of it, but this is probably more your kind of film, Kedge, than it is mine because it goes into the business side. And I know you always like the production side or what's going on behind the scenes, what really went on, because I suppose being a producer yourself, you have to create the magic on stage, on radio, on whatever. And I'm honest, but I mean this, boys, both of you two, you're very good at that. And when we were doing stuff on the radio, I love that because I'm like, Akalina, you're going to go, no, do it this way because that's for the maximum impact. That's what will make that song stand out or make that joke stand out or the videos. Yeah. So it's production. And in the same way, this Jordan thing is behind the scenes and the business side of things.
Wow.
So that's more your thing. You got Matt Damon, you got Ben Affleck, you got a great cast.
The cast is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, who else was in it? Somebody popped up and they surprised me. I'm going to quick look at the cast. I was like, oh, it was like a bit of a cameo role.
Out of 5, Satch, what would you give it?
Out of 5?
Yeah. Okay, no, go 10. Go 10 out of 10.
Chris Tucker. Sorry, Kedge. Chris Tucker and Jason Bateman from.
Oh, Jason
Yeah,
Bateman.
brilliant.
Ozark.
No,
Brilliant.
from Ozark.
Out of 10, I'd give it a solid. I'd probably give it a 9.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a very good film. And I'll tell you why I really like it. And I think it's all kind of come into play at the same time. I'm listening to the Shoe Dog book at the moment as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all kind of linked together. And I'm just like, after watching Air, I think I went through the book even quicker because I was like, I want to know the story. I want to know more about it.
Oh,
So,
lovely.
So like the book's like a good 14, 15 hour listen. And I think I'm down to about like an hour left. And it's just because of the film, I was like, I need to get through it. It's so good.
Do you get a little bit sad when you get towards the end of a really good book? Like when I know it's an hour left, I slow down listening. I slow down because I'm like,
I want to get to the end and then see what I can
move on to the next one.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah. I kind of I really enjoyed Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights because I like his voice as well and the way he kind of
that's a good book. Great book.
He talks about kind of when life stops you and life gives you green lights to go. So
what would you give out of 10, Tommy?
Okay, so I'd give Air like a 7 or 8, right? Because it was good and I enjoyed it because I love basketball. I've always loved basketball all my life, and I was part of. But
what didn't hear? What would have made it a 9?
I guess you want to kind of know things that you know. Oh my God, I did not know that happened, or there was that. But you kind of knew it. You did know it all. You knew what was going to happen. Okay. And actually, and I don't know whether
someone else said that as well.
Matt, my mate Matt, who went along to the screening because I got.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, you said your mate. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Because he plays basketball with me, and he went, yeah, but you know the story, and I'm like, actually, so I don't know
Of course you're gonna know the story.
Influence. Yeah, but also you want to know the inside. I know the Jordan story from that Dream. What's it called? What was the Jordan documentary called?
The
Last Dance. Yeah. So that and then he said Dream Girls. Where did I get that from? Save the Last Dance. There's a D in there. And yeah, so you know that story, but it was entertaining the way it was done. It was just it gripped you anyway. My point is, it's still very good. You got some class performances, but what was so amazing was, am I spoiling it? No, I don't think I am. Basically, the way in which the mum, Satch, I can say this to you, hangs on to her principles for that deal.
I think she was probably one of the best characters in that whole movie.
Was that Viola Davis? Is who's won all the awards? I think she plays a mum. But it was interesting because now in hindsight, what she did for her son and that deal, and it was more her. So you naturally think, oh, it's the dad who's coaching his son.
Yeah, no, it was her. It was all her. Yeah.
The mum ran the show, and the mum was solid in her head about what she wanted. A bit like the Will Smith character with Richard, King Richard, whatever it was. With the Serena Williams dad role, and they're just so clear on what they want for their kids, and I'm like, that's amazing.
I actually think they could probably make a shoe range for her now because she's a legend.
Bruv, it's like the businesswoman's shoe range. You're like, yeah, you're right. Because she, okay, this isn't a spoil. Okay, Ked, you know this, but basically she hangs on to the fact that she wants a cut on every shoe sale.
Yeah,
and she was like adamant, no, it's got to be this way. She goes, I'm not going to let you, a big shoe company, make money off of my son. And if you think he's going to go fly, we think he's going to fly too. We think he's all going to fly. Let's be a part of it forever. Yeah. And actually, Nike did that deal, but Adidas and Reebok were not willing to do it. But she kind of played them all in a way that made Nike go, oh my God, we need to do it. And because Nike weren't as big as Adidas and Reebok, they then stepped up and did it. Yeah, but there's no way
Nike needed to come into the market. That was the thing because it was all being dominated.
So yeah, it's a good film. Honestly, Air is worth watching. And if you have got Amazon Prime, it's free. It's an all-star cast. Chris Tucker's in it as well. Marlon Wayans is in it as well. Yeah, who's hilarious as an actor. So yeah, really good cast. Yeah, good cast. Seriously, watch it. You love it.
I will. But
what did you watch? Yeah, what did you watch?
So I basically watched John Wick 4. And I just because I'm obsessed. I was late to the party. I've only just this year watched John Wick 1, 2, and 3, and then the 4. Oh my God, it's brilliant. If you're a John Wick fan, and I can't believe I missed out on this and the greatness of this film because I absolutely love what's his name? Not Neo. Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I love him.
love him so much. You forgot his
I've
name.
forgotten his name. I had a little moment there, but he's just such a brilliant, and the fighting scenes, and it's just the story, and it's brilliant. So that's what I watch. Incredible. If you like John Wick, you got to watch this one. And the other thing,
can I say something? I also missed the John Wick boat, but I know some hardcore John Wick fans, and they go, you know what? It's not too late. Just literally get through it.
Literally, and you will go through it really quickly.
Slightly connected to it. Equalizer, the Denzel Washington films.
Oh yeah,
he plays. I remember Equalizer, the series with Edward Woodward, because that was his name. Back
back in the day.
But very different casting to like a Denzel Washington. But there are people I know who watch the new Equalizer films with Denzel who go, they are so good.
They are good.
I've not seen those. I haven't
seen it.
Yeah, you haven't seen it. You got to watch him. To be fair, any Denzel film is brilliant.
Yeah, true.
No, they're not actually. They're not.
No,
not everyone. The ones back in the day.
What are you going to say? Rubbish.
What did I watch? I watched something. Something which again I think it was nominated for award.
Denzel's always bang on.
No, yeah, I think he never does a bad film.
Yeah,
so, I mean he's all right because of his voice and the way he carries himself, and he's just got that class about him. But some of them are just a bit righteous and a bit like, I don't really get it. Okay. But I like him. I like him being a bit badass, I suppose. I like him being
if you like that,
have you seen Book of Eli? Have you seen Book of Eli?
Yes.
That is really good with him.
I thought that was poor.
No,
it's a good film.
Because I like the message behind it.
It wasn't as good as I thought it would be. But
if you like him being a badass, you have to watch Equalizer. He's the ultimate badass in it.
Okay, fine.
Maybe and the other thing is being a Monday is that I've already finished Succession, the season 4. It finished 1 hour and 30 minutes. The final season finale. It will always be, I think, the best thing on telly. That's all I'm saying. Honestly, it's just brilliant. And
if I go prison, I'll put it on my watch list.
Toby.
No, because I tell you, I can't commit to series. Me and my dad had this conversation, right? And he was going, I go, Dad, do people suggest series to you? I said, because that's like a thing. Man goes, have you seen this? Have you seen that? People compare.
But the thing is, both of you would love this as well. That's the thing. You both would love it because it's everything to do with business and that sort of the media world. And it's just, that's why you would get it. And there's swearing and it's,
I just don't think
You need to sell it on swear, and there's swearing.
Oh, the swearing is relentless. But it's just brilliant. And Macaulay Culkin's brother, Kieran Culkin, is excellent. The actors in it. Oh, I
just find it too serious. Like I don't want to watch that. Something. It's like
me and Sash are totally polar opposites. So, because someone will say to me, "Oh, Ked, you'd love Ted Lasso," and I was like, you know what? I watched 7 episodes of Ted Lasso, and I was just like, I don't like it to be funny. Like I don't want it. When I watch a series, I need it to test and expand my brain and just
I don't. Do you know what I started watching the other day? Only because I haven't seen it in a long time again. The Office, the UK one. I watched about 3 episodes and I laughed so much, and I was just like, "This is what I like watching."
How far have you gone that Citadel, bruv?
Yeah. No, I'm there. I'm nearly finished it. I think.
Is it? You're still going.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's really good.
And by the way, I'm on like episode 3 or 4 of season 2 of The White Lotus, which I've just. Pigeon. Sorry, the pigeon flew across the podcast. Exactly. So that look, find your thing. There's plenty of things to watch. Right, what we learned this week.
We learned.
What's your little gem? I'm going to go first because we were talking about food earlier on, and okay, I am well aware that I might be doing a bit of an Amal Rajan again.
Oh, here we go.
What have you done? What have you done now?
I heard of this food to be mentioned, Indian food. I say Indian, Desi food. It might be Pakistani, it might be a bit Sri Lankan, but they might have it, in other parts of, South Asian countries. But and I was like, what's that? And I looked it up, and there's loads online about it. So it wasn't like a one-off fusion crazy little thing. And when I say it, you're going to go, oh my God, how did you not know about that? But the thing I heard and looked into for the first time this week was Dane toast.
Dane toast?
Yeah. Oh, good.
Huh? It just sounds disgusting already.
Okay. You know what, bruv? I think it's more your thing than it is mine. Chance.
I mean, when you go to a Chinese restaurant, you get sesame prawn toast. So is it along the same sort of lines?
Okay, I tell you what it's on the lines of.
Who is this?
It's like you fry the bread or you bake the bread, right? And it's covered in yogurt, and then there's all spices and stuff added to it. So you get this kind of creamy, soft French toast with masala and spices, and it's just like a fancy.
Hold on. So, but you don't put it day in it.
Yeah, of course you do.
Well, no, on top of it, Kedge. So you cook you cook the bread as a from what you're saying,
So my dad cooks the bread and we have it, but that's done with spices, and then you just put a bit of lemon on it, so it's like almost like crisps, and then you just have it like that.
No.
But I've never heard about putting day on it.
No.
So what? Just plain day from a yogurt pot, and you slap it on top.
Well, there's different ways. Okay, so firstly, when you look into it, there's there's different people make it in different ways, right? But the one I saw basically says, you get a little bit of butter, you warm it in the pan, you put in all your mustard seeds, and you do all that.
Yeah.
So you turk up the bread.
You turk up the bread,
and then you mix up in a little pot. You mix up your yogurt with onion, with coriander, with green chili, salt, black pepper, whatever, chili powder, all that kind of normal stuff, right? So that's like, so you got like a yogurt mix now.
So is that like a dip?
That is like a marinade for lamb as well. Yogurt.
Yeah.
Then you spread the yogurt mixture over 6 slices of bread, right? You sprinkle over a little bit more of the kind of any little like coriander things that you want as well, and then that warming oil, you fry the bread. So basically, you sort of frying day toast. Exactly that.
I've never heard of that.
Eggy bread. Instead of eggy bread, it's like yogi bread.
Yogi bread.
I'd give that a go. I think I'd give that a go.
How did you find out about this?
So no, somebody went. I think it was on some TV show. And went, oh, Dane toast is just my favorite. I thought Dane toast. Now I love bature.
It wasn't on the Weekend Kitchen, is it? It sounds like it.
You know what? It might have been. I don't know what I saw it on, but I love bature with yogurt. Just plain yogurt and freshly fried bature. Right, come out the fryer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you don't even need no curry. If you have a bit of chutney, lovely. But
I'm not a big yogurt fan, but that makes sense.
Need the yogurt.
No, look, I did not know this time last week what a Dane toast was, and I do now.
Now we do. Now we do.
Very good, very good. So the thing I learnt this week is I learnt a bit of Latin, and
Satch with the Latin bars.
This is normally Kedge's territory, and it was actually in an episode of EastEnders. I can't remember what episode.
Latin in EastEnders.
Yeah,
it's got a bit. It's got a bit clever.
It was a fact in EastEnders, and I can't remember what character said it, but I was like, "Huh?
So
what is your left hand in Latin?"
Oh,
leftus handus.
Left hand. Okay. So, hold on a minute. In what context was this being said in EastEnders? They talked about the left hand in EastEnders. Is that what you're saying?
No, it came up with they were talking about saying, and it's like, oh, did you know left hand in Latin is this?
Hand, if I remember, hand was manus.
Hand is manus, which is
Gujarati means like a human being.
It's a person. Manus, yeah. Left.
I've forgotten what left is.
And this is minus, which it all points back to Kedge. Left means sinister.
Oh, does it?
Sinister manus.
Sinister manus.
Left hand.
Because back in the day, if you were left-handed, you were of the dark arts. Or
whatever,
there you go.
Witches, whatever.
And I'm left-handed.
So am I. So that's why even when I was born, sorry, I don't know why I'm whispering this because I don't live with my mum and dad, but my mum and dad, they taped up my fingers to stop me using my left hand because they thought, oh, we've got to encourage him to use the right. That's the norm.
Wow.
And instantly I freaked out and I started, I probably was quite vocal and my mum just went, take it off. So that was it. And then they'll like leave him as a lefty.
But what does sinister manus like? How do you say that? Manus.
Like, that's how you say it, bro. Left hand. The translation.
But left hand. Is it part of a saying or something?
No, that's just
like, you know how people say carpe diem. Like, is it?
No. It's just that's how you say left hand in Latin. Sinister manus.
Yep. And it's funny because it's old school. They're saying it's your sinister hand. It's your sinister.
It just made me
hand.
laugh. I'm like, sinister.
Yeah.
That's a bit extreme.
I'm not going to give you examples because I think it's inappropriate to. But it's similarly. When I was hosting that Versace event in Trafalgar Square.
Yeah.
There was a sign language woman on the stage with me, and she was saying there's loads of phrases in sign language that have to change the way in which we sign it because it's basically based on stereotypes from a long time ago. Like to do with certain religions and cultures and parts of bodies. There she goes, you can't do basically like, sign language is having to wake up to the way in which what's appropriate, what's not. And actually, you could probably argue that actually it's wrong to call left-handed people sinister. When they find it, they're going to go right. They're going to have to change it. They have to change it. People are going to get upset. So, but that's good. Sinister Manus. So exactly. Is he a Sinister Manus bowler or is he a? So what's the right hand? Hold on. Is that like Junga Manus?
Maybe, yeah, it might be, yeah.
It might be.
I bet it'll be like, look, right, probably from righteous or something.
Yeah,
like
or
that.
correct or something like that.
Yeah.
To
be right.
I don't remember what right was in Latin either, but anyway.
Okay.
So mine is basically, I was just wondering, and I got into a bit of a deep conversation at work with a colleague of mine.
Okay.
It happens every now and then. And
was his name Deep? Is that what it was? Was it Hardeep? Randy?
No, people like that don't work there.
No, trust me, I'm Deep, and Malik. I'm all of them.
Yeah.
So basically, it was the. By the way, Art Malik. Do you remember Art Malik?
Yeah, of course. Beautiful man.
Art Malik is in the new the Mermaid film.
Yeah, I can see. You know why? He's just quality. The guy's just quality.
How long has he been going for? He's brilliant, isn't he? And he's underrated.
He don't do a lot. Yeah, he don't do a lot. He just pops up with his amazing voice and his kind of moody, brilliant, kind of good dark looks.
He's quite a handsome man as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that women swoon.
How do you know he's in the Little Man? Have you seen it?
Yeah, no, I've seen bits of it, and I saw him in it. And I thought, oh wow.
So, who did you go down and watch it with? Philip Stanford? Did you go to the cinema?
Leave it out. So anyway, as I was saying, the conversation basically went down the road of when was the first passport issued, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to find out.
Okay. What the first ever passport anywhere in the world ever?
Yeah. So the passport was first made. Its appearance during the reign of Henry V in the form of what was known as the Safe Conduct, and basically one of the earliest passports it still exists, and it was issued on the 18th of June 1641.
Wow.
And it was signed by Charles I. How mad is that?
Oh, sorry. So did the Brits invent passports?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose because back then they were probably the only ones traveling around taking over parts of the world.
And then the photograph of the holder became a requirement at the outbreak of World War I in 1914. So up until then, there was no photos, obviously. You couldn't have a photo. But then that was when the photo came. I thought, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. That is brilliant.
Sorry, I just love it. What a mix of things we've learned. Dane toast, watching EastEnders and what left hand is in Latin, and when the passport came out.
Can I give you one more, honestly, because I'm bursting to say it.
You can tell from his face.
This one is just as good. This one is just as good, and I didn't know this. Why is it called HP sauce?
Oh, that's a good one. HP, higher purchase.
Is it part of the Heinz? Is it Heinz?
Heinz.
No.
Nope.
Okay, no.
HP. Nope. It's brown sauce, isn't it? What's it made out?
It's there on the bottle. If you look at the bottle of HP sauce,
it's
there.
Not.
It's there. Honestly, when I looked at it, I was like, how did I not notice that?
I don't know. I don't even eat that sauce. I think it's disgusting. But
was it invented by Harpreet?
No.
Hot potato.
Harold Peter.
No.
Hungry people?
Are they descriptive words, Satch, of the sauce?
No. Do you know why it's called HP sauce?
Go on. Heinz and...
No. Punjabis.
It stands for Houses of Parliament sauce.
Wow.
Is it?
Yes.
Houses of Parliament sauce.
And if you look at the bottle, The Houses of Parliament are on the flipping bottle.
I've never looked at
That's
that.
so weird, isn't it? What is brown sauce?
Because
It's
it was,
terrible.
because some guy up north realised that this is what was being served in the House of Parliament all them years ago, and he thought, well, this needs to go in a bottle, and that was it. Just called it.
Does anyone eat HP sauce anymore? I think it's phased out.
See, I just thought HP sauce was a brand
Hindu
of sort of
Punjabi
like
sauce.
Caddies. You get Heinz ketchup, so I thought you can get HP red sauce, HP brown sauce.
No,
HP,
it's just HP sauce is brown sauce.
That's its own thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
You know what?
dirty.
Is HP sauce what's in like a pickle? You know, the ploughman sandwich.
No,
That's pickle, bruv.
That's pickle, bro.
Where's the brown?
I don't know what brown sauce is. Honestly,
Brown sauce is here we go. It's like a bit. It's got like a bit of. It's like got a bit of a fruity texture with tomatoes and a tamarind extract. That kind of
tamarind.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a bit like Imli chutney
Imli.
then.
Yeah, it's a bit. It is a bit. And to be fair, do you know what?
Imli, though, is it?
I actually do like brown sauce. I think it's
I
good.
knew Satchel.
Yeah, I like
he
it, I
probably
like it.
slaps that on of that bloody
I
turkey.
don't. You can't eat with turkey, bully. I don't have it at home. But say if you ever go to like I don't know a cafe, say, and you get like a egg sarnie, I want brown sauce on it because it's there.
Brilliant.
I want it.
I don't dabble with the brown sauce. Brown load is the only sauce of all things brown. There we go. And
sauce.
your brown load bottle has now come to an end. So until next week, we'll get the refills out. Have a good one. Thanks for listening as always.
Laters.
Cheers, boys. Catch you later.
Laters.